This video is made for adult collectors because I got back from He-Man the other day and it was pretty fun. It was a pretty fun movie. This guy ready last night just to be in robot mode while like in the middle of marathon matches, but at the end of the night I kind of got tired and went to bed and didn't finish. So he's currently really tall. I wonder if I can stand him up like this. I cannot, he will fall over, but look at how tall he is. He's a pogo stick. It's so funny. As you are all probably aware, I love leader class Transformers, and one of the ones I will praise to hell and back is the Revenge of the Fallen leader Optimus Prime. So you bet your ass I wanted it when I found out they made it in black twice. Though the Dark of the Moon version is so hard to find, I'm not even gonna bother touching that one. This one is a DVD exclusive from Japan, meaning you had to buy the DVD from a store I can't seem to figure out which store it was exactly. I want to say Amazon, but I could be wrong. And then you'd get this. It was like a bundle thing. But I finally have one of these, and it is the coolest deco I have for this mold. The last Leader Prime from this mold I really want is the one from Dark of the Moon with the colorful jetpack. I didn't think I was going to be a fan of the gold in person, but it looks so nice, especially on that black. I don't really like the blue that much, to be honest, mainly because it's not consistent throughout. I would have preferred if they either went all gray or all blue, leaning a bit more towards the gray part, but the black and gold, they look so damn nice that it just kind of throws my complaints with the blue away. Next to the original and Hunt for the Decepticon one, yeah, it's definitely the standout deco for me, 100%, even with that slightly messy blue. The blades are also a clear blue. There's a lot of blue on this figure, damn. And apparently there is a knockoff of this out there with clear colorless swords. Like, apparently that's the only way to tell them apart, even though the boxes are like exactly the same. Again, that's from what I've been told. Okay, away from the deco for a second. The mold is great, but this one is starting to show some of that mold degradation and age because the mold was used a million times and there are going to be copies that have issues. And here, the ball jointed feet are a tiny bit loose, so he leans and falls, which sucks because none of the other ones I have do that. The figure does have quite the backpack, which also doesn't help the whole weight thing, and this does have lights and sounds, but I haven't put the batteries in yet, so let's see if it speaks English or Japanese. All right, let's perform surgery on the boy. I don't actually remember how many batteries this thing takes, so I brought 3 just to be safe. But the battery pack, oh, the blade went out. The battery pack is back here. You gotta undo all of this. There it is. There's the battery pack. I need a Phillips head screw driver bit, and we're gonna hope the screw isn't stripped. I'm missing. There we go. There are batteries in here, and they're corroded. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, that one seems to be fine. This one I can see is... okay, there's some brown in there. There's some, I'm gonna go clean, oh, this battery's sticky. I need to go wash my hands. All right, I cleaned out most of it. It is a little stained in there now, but the corrosion's gone. So let's get 2 AA batteries in here. Battery cover goes back on. I hope the electronics actually work in this thing. It was brand new when I got it, so we'll see. Oh, there's battery acid on the table too. All right, moment of truth. Does it still work, or is this figure just kind of dead? Oh, he speaks English. Okay. I was honestly expecting to speak Japanese because this is the Takara version, but you know. He speaks English. Okay, I'll stop now. It just looks so cool, and being an old leader class figure, it is so damn enormous. Like, this thing is freaking huge. There were some scrapped ideas on this mold that didn't make it into the final release, like the articulated hands, which did end up coming in on some versions, and then the extending tires. It would have been neat if those things were included, but nah. Also, these bits at the back of the legs pull out a little bit to give that flare that the legs have in the movie, even though they're still pretty flat. That's one of the issues of this transformation scheme. What it doesn't really do a lot of is articulate very well. It's old and it has like all the joints, but because of how the lower body is built, he can't really look the most dynamic because he'll just fall. The head can only rotate, and just a bit because of the wiring in the neck. It can also look up and down, but it's so stiff that I struggle to do it. It's the transformation hinge. It's honestly not that worth it. The shoulders can sort of butterfly in and out on this copy because they won't stay pegged in that well. The shoulders themselves can ratchet around and go in and out, and God, I love the sound of these ratchets. The elbows can bend 90 degrees and has bicep swivels. He has wrist swivels. Okay, the blades. They get in the way a lot. After 2010, they were removed because they were just annoying. They stop the arms from being straight and then they eject a lot when transforming. But pressing the button on his wrist sometimes will eject those striking blue blades. It's still a fun gimmick even if it does get in the way. There's no torso joint because of how all of this accordion's in. The hips can go forward, they can go back, and then they can go in and out. There are thigh swivels, but they're a little limited because of the armor on the front. The knees can bend 90 degrees and the ankles are on ball joints. They can tilt slightly and rotate, but that's about it. Even with the mold problems that this specific copy has, I love this thing. It looks so cool. Now, the transformation can be a bit of a headache. I know some people don't like it, and that's fine. Me personally, I think it's really fun. It transforms exactly like that scene from the movie where he jumps out of the plane. That's kind of sick. All right, the fun yet sometimes slightly grueling process of getting this guy into a truck, because it becomes the perfect truck, but getting there is So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on the legs. You're gonna wanna push those back bits in, and then we're gonna straighten out the wheels at the bottom so that they're lined up like this. They will sort of like soft click into place. Then you fold the knee pads flat. Then you wanna come to the feet and you wanna pull these sections out, fold the toes in, and then just accordion the feet out. And sometimes on my regular copy, because of how old that thing is really old now, the feet pop off because they're on ball joints, but they just pop back on. So you extend that out and then you close the legs together. They're going to peg in at the front here. And then you want to take these bits, bring them down, and they're going to tab into this tab at the side of the foot and then peg into the side of the toe right there. And then this is going to peg into the grill. So a lot of lining up you have to do that can be a wee bit annoying at times, but there it goes, all clicked into place. So once you have that all done, you're going to take him and you're going to sit him down and then fold the wheels down and extend these other wheels out. Now we need to work on the arms, and oh boy, the blades are going to get in the way. So the first thing you want to do is fold these bits flat. Then take this and pull these out. Shut up. Shut your mouth. You take the head, you fold it down. You want to bring this section up, get out of the way, and just have this rest in here. Then you want, they've already folded themselves away, but these little bits of door, you want to fold them underneath the windows. Then we're going to take the arms and you want to rotate them like this. Then you want to fold this black section down, and then we're going to take the arm, the forearm, rotate it and straighten it out so that the blade is sitting flush this way. Pull this around. Pull that out. You slide this section down. You want to open this panel up and bring it around. Then unhinge, get out of the way. Unhinge this, bring it all the way around, and that's the arm ready to go. So this is the part where things get tricky. And this is also the part where if you buy any of the Dark of the Moon versions, it absolutely sucks. So these bits right here need to peg into the arms. But on the Dark of the Moon copies, these aren't here because he's got the abs instead of this bit. And so you don't have an actual section to peg the windshields into place into the arms anymore, and it becomes so infuriating. But you take these, you unpeg them, and you bring them forward like that, and then they're going to slot into the arms. I can't see, there's a camera in my face. You also have to make sure you get the ratchet at the shoulder lined up correctly so that everything squeezes into place. But once you get that latched in, you're going to fold this up, then you're going to take this piece, fold that in, and that's your one side of the arm done. So now what we're going to do is peg this entire assembly together. And when you do that, you're pegging this in, and then there's a peg in the middle of the arms that has to go together too. So you get all of that lined up properly, squeeze the whole thing together, get that together, and then make sure it's together on the inside too, and all squeezed together like that. And there you have your like dog snout looking piece. Then we want to come back here and you want to open these panels up and unfold them, rotate them 180 degrees so that they're sitting flat. Take this back section here, bring it out, rotate this around, collapse that in and fold it out. These will form the side of the truck. Then you take the gas tanks and the smokestacks, you rotate them around, and they will peg in to the side there. You just want to also flare them out a little bit. Now we're going to take this entire assembly here, unclip it. It's going to make a transformation noise. And then accordion it, make sure all this is straight. Accordion it forward. We'll peg these in last. So you want to come in here, and these clips are going to go into the door and the front of the snout of the truck. Then you take this bit and you just fold this down, and it will clip into place. Get the smokestack straightened up, and there you have truck. Oh, I forgot also back here. You make sure this is pegged down all the way because it will keep the wheels straight. Now we have truck. All right, the colors look more uniform now here, ignoring this blue bit at the back for a second. Yeah, that looks really nice. I love the faded gold to black on black flames. They're just barely a different shade, but they look ghosted and great. And all the gold flames on the top and the side look fantastic too. It's a massive ass truck too, like huge and robust. And next to the Nightwatch deco, the first movie mold, that goes so hard. The smokestacks are rubber because of safety, and it like makes engine noises. That's fun, I guess. I love this thing. It's such a cool deco and one of my favorite molds ever. Yes, there are some fit and finish issues on this copy, and yes, the mold isn't perfect, but I think it's fantastic in these colors. I'd recommend it if you can find it for a decent price, because it can be expensive. But that's been my look at the Takara DVD exclusive Revenge of the Fallen Leader Optimus. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.